Let's decide it right here. Clean, old-fashioned hate. 1 second of glory or a Georgia win. King cranks it up. It is denied. It is batted down and denied.
All right, y'all. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It has been an extremely rough month and a half for Georgia Tech football. From going 8-0 to finishing at 9-3, losing to Georgia, missing the ACC championship, and all the stuff we're about to talk about. It's been pretty rough, to be honest. And starting with how this season ended, words really can't describe just how disappointed I am. I mean, at one point we were sitting at number 7 in the country. As Tech fans, the world was our oyster. I mean, we had the possibility of going to the ACC championship. We had a really good chance of making the playoff. We were getting our hopes up for beating Georgia, and all of that completely fizzled out, and Tech totally fell on their face. And it really, 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 really sucks. I'm just going to be totally blunt about it. I really hated how the end of the season went. And it's just crazy how quickly things can change in college football. And to add insult to injury, watching Duke, a team that we beat by 2 possessions, go on to get into and win the ACC was just an absolute travesty. I mean, they finished 6-2 like a bunch of other teams in the conference, but they did not play any of those other teams in that category except for Georgia Tech, which they lost to, which that's a whole topic for a different day. But the ACC needs to figure out what they're going to do about their tiebreakers in these situations, because clearly the best team from that group did not get in. It should have been Miami, at least from a merit and talent perspective. But Duke got in due to some weird tiebreaker rule, and now the ACC is short a team in the playoff. Miami thankfully still got in, but really it should have been a 2-bid league. Congratulations to Duke. You got into the game. You won the game. You did what you were supposed to. That's all well and good. Just as a Georgia Tech fan sitting back and watching all this, it really just gets under my skin. And speaking of getting under my skin, how about the college football offseason, which is just right around the corner? It seems like every offseason with the new rules in place with the transfer portal and NIL, every college football fan sits back with total anxiety, wondering if their team is going to look even remotely similar to the way it did the previous year. Now, let's just take a moment. Let's take a deep breath. We've been pretty negative so far on this episode, but trust me when I say that every college football fan under the sun is feeling the same way you are right now. Every team deals with this, including the best ones, and I promise you, everything is going to be okay. The world is going to keep turning. The sun is going to keep coming up every morning. Georgia Tech is still going to have a football team next year, but just be prepared because a lot of things could change in a very short amount of time. And let's just go ahead and stop right now. I recorded everything that you previously heard a couple nights ago. Now we're here. Today is December 16th, and we've got some bad news to add on the bad news, okay? After Buster Faulkner left, Jeep Wade left, and Norval McKenzie, I was prepared to come on here and say that, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing a new offensive staff, and I'm looking forward to see how they're going to mesh with our current players and all that kind of stuff. But we got some really bad news today. Aaron Philo is off to the transfer portal. He's most likely going to be following Buster to Florida, and this is heartbreak, man. This is just my raw reaction. This news was posted just a little while ago. And, you know, usually I have a lot of fun on here and come in with the edits, and I have a great time. And I'm sure plenty of those days are going to be there in the future. But this is really sad. You know, it felt like over the last 3.5 years under Brent Key, we were really building up to something special, and we still could be. But to have your heir apparent quarterback who hasn't even really been a full-time starter get poached, it's just devastating. I don't know, man. I'm just totally at a loss, and he's not going to be the only one leaving. As always, you know, every offseason, players go that you don't want to see go, and so I'm sure this won't be the last of it. But this really sucks. This really sucks, man. God. I don't even really know what to say. We're going to find a lot about Brent Key out over the next over the next couple of months because he has a huge job to do, which, by the way, we haven't even broached the subject yet. Key re-signed, which is great because he's the most pivotal person in all of this. You know, don't let it be lost on you that Key came in and completely turned this program around. He's the one that set things in motion. And I do have trust in him to rebuild the roster and rebuilding the coaching staff moving forward. However, this is a huge road bump. I mean, I went into this thinking that we would just have to reload a couple pieces on offense and then just improve on defense under Blake Gideon and have some continuity, and we would be good to go. I thought there was a chance that we could be even better next year, but it's going to be a lot of new faces on the flats, and I don't really have anything else to say. You know, we're all in the dark right now, and let's just hold tight. Let's pray. But one thing is for certain, I'm always going to be riding with Georgia Tech. They're my favorite team. And I have confidence that things will turn around. It's just going to take a little longer than we thought. That's the nature of the beast these days in college football. Is it's year to year. You know, you don't really know who you're going to have back. Let me know how you feel. You can air out whatever grievances you have towards the program right now. You can be frustrated. It's okay, because I am too. You know, I'm trying to keep it together, but yeah. It's just a waiting game right now. We're going to see exactly what's going to happen over the next month or so and see what the team looks like. But until then, go Jackets. Tell with Georgia. I hope you enjoy your holiday season.